y'all. Welcome. So happy Tuesday. I wanted to hop on here really fast because for one, I'm feeling like myself, which it feels so good. If you can relate, give me a high five, because when you're out of sorts and not feeling like yourself, like that's the worst. And sometimes you get to this place where you're like, I don't even know what to do. And so what I did this last time, which has been a huge help, is I took time for me. I found some things that bring me joy, and I chose to do those on a regular basis. It's so important that we often do what gives us joy, because those are the things that fill our heart and soul, right? And feed our heart and soul. So do the things that find you joy. But I also wanted to hop on here really quick because I don't know how many of you know, but I wrote a book this year. So it's kind of been a big year for me, as I was thinking that we're near the end of 2022, which is so strange. I was like, oh my gosh, I've kind of had a big year. I've launched my coaching business, and I became an author, a published author. So I wanted to hop on here really quick and share about one of the chapters. So I have some good chapters here: safe spaces, gratitude, embrace, abundance mindset, conquering victim, trauma, energy, reaction, connection, aligning your public, private, and secret self, living your truth, bless and release, and peace in Christ. And so the one I wanted to talk to you about today is about comparing. We often have heard that comparison is the thief of joy, and it is, but it is so important that we recognize that we're doing it, because often I think we don't. I think it becomes so natural at times that we feel like that it's not. But I am guilty of not only comparing myself to others, but I'm also guilty of comparing myself to my past self. And I always hope to feel and believe and see that I have grown, that I have changed, that I have become better, that I do things better now than I would have back then. And in a lot of ways, I have done better. There's several situations where I am so proud of myself. Hi, Ashley. Welcome. I'm so proud of how I've handled things versus how I believe I would have back then. But the other day, Sunday I was sitting at church, and a name was called, and it immediately brought anger to my heart. And I sat in that for a moment because I had to process, like, why did this name bring anger to my heart, and why did it affect me, and how is this still affecting me? It's been about a year since this person lost my trust and hurt my feelings, not intentionally hurt my feelings, but I was hurt by their actions. Okay. And so I came to realize that in this case, my kindness and my friendship was conditional. And I knew I needed to forgive this person. And so I tried to make an arrangement to where I could meet up with this person and have a conversation. They weren't willing, which is fine. I get it. But I then sent a message, and the only way that I had a connection with was through here on Facebook. And you know how you can see if they've read it or not. This person hasn't read it. And they might not ever. I don't know how often they are on social media. And so I had to kind of ask myself, was that enough? Did I do enough? Have I made this right? Because I'm hard on myself, you guys. I really want to be my best self. I really want to be the best version of me. And I'm far, far, far from perfect. But I have high expectations of myself. And so in asking myself, was that enough? I do believe it is. And we need to know when to give ourselves grace and when to step back and say, okay, you've done all that you can do. You've done what you can do to make this right. And that's all that's expected of you. And so the fixer in me, of course, wants to, like, do I need to do more? Do I need to do this? Do I need to do that? Like, we have mutual friends. Should I get their phone number so I can send the text? But they might not read that either. And that's okay. And honestly, it was more about whether or not this person forgives me or not. Really, that's up to them. It was more about my heart softening and my heart understanding that the person, the conditions I'd put that friendship and kindness on is not who I want to be. And so it's so important that we recognize those things, and that with comparison, we also remember that not only do we compare ourselves to other people, but we sometimes compare ourselves to ourselves. And it's important to show grace and give ourselves breaks. And so that was something I really did this last time. I was really struggling. Man, I had like 3 weeks. My kiddo, Lila, just yesterday morning was like, Mom, it's so good to have you back. And I'm like, yeah, it feels good to be back to myself. I felt it. I recognized it. I sat in it for a bit. I tried to understand where it was coming from. I'm still not sure where that came from or what stemmed it or what brought it on. But ultimately, I'm grateful that I was able to get myself back to me and rebound faster. And I feel like it's because I know myself and I know what brings me joy, and I got back into those things. I got back into doing the things that bring me joy, which one of those things is serving you guys. And so I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Have a great evening. I have a Daughter with a Choir concert, and my company has a huge announcement tonight. And so I'm very, very excited. I'm counting down. So it's in 52 minutes. So if any of you are interested about that, message me, because I think it's going to be some massive, exciting news that's going to be a game changer for me and my company and my business. So hope y'all are having a wonderful night, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.